from my last fights, the biggest thing that we're trying to work on is just like control the emotions. We kind of feel like that's the biggest detail of what's making me what my losses are coming from, not necessarily like, oh, that the technique isn't there, that I'm missing the wrestling or missing the striking or this or that. Just that fact of, like, when you get take a punch or something, you sometimes I stay in a brawl when I make my fight harder than what it needs to be, and if calm down a little bit, I can see it. And so to be able to have my daughter here, it's a bit, it helps to calm me down a little bit. It helps, like, it keeps me focused. I'm always focused because it's my job. I need to pay for her, provide for her and my life and everything like that. But it kind of keeps me a little bit more relaxed, and I'm on my routine, having my regular diet. I've been working out, training, like almost like I'm back in California for about a week already, so I'm kind of just like, okay, it's one more sparring. I'm gonna go out there, see everything, go in when I need to. I always have that card in my back pocket. If I need to brawl, I can go out there and brawl. We all know I have that heart in there. But I want to have a long career, and I want to try and see everything. And I think if I'm more rational and reasonable, I have everything it takes to be a champion.
Interesting. So, I mean, what do you think, kind of in terms of controlling the emotions, like lets you let loose of that? Because you're obviously in a fight. That's one of the most emotional things a person can do. So, how do you kind of combat that, I guess, and not think too much about what you shouldn't be doing in terms of like losing control of your emotion and still staying focused on what you should be doing?
Well, I mean, it's crazy. It's really like it's pretty like in depth, because only you can fix that. It's nothing that like just a coach can't teach you to do it. It's like it's basically like maturing. And it's not just in career, my professional career. It's in life. And I mean, that's like, women, we already are emotional anyway. So it's just kind of controlling your emotions in general and not letting things. I think in life we make better decisions when we think about, okay, what's the problem, what we need. And I have this, I'm very like I compete with myself. I'm always trying to push myself more than anyone. So I'm fighting or sparring, I'm never like competing against the person. I'm always competing against myself. And then when you think about it, it's like my opponent's fighting against me and I'm fighting against me, so it's like two against one, against myself. So I'm just going out there and each fight at a time. My fight is Saturday. I'm gonna do what I need to do to beat Lupita. If it's standing up, if it's on the ground, if I need to, you know, beat her on the cage, whatever it takes, I'm gonna beat Lupita. Not in the middle of the fight. I'm always kind of like, okay, what do I wanna do? Okay, Mackenzie, let's try and put your hands up, because usually you don't have your hands up. Okay, let's punch together. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking about how I can correct myself in the middle of a fight when look. Probably all my opponents, they're just thinking about beating Mackenzie Dern, because that's gonna get them to the next goal. So I have like been working with a psychologist, sports psychologist, like psychologist in general, so it's kind of been helping me in life, just kind of controlling like, my emotions. And when you can control that in life, your career, it's way easier, because I mean, I'm training for it all the time. I train. The training keeps going. You can't really train for life. Life is just like, it's crazy stuff happens, but I mean, the fight, what's the most that can happen? Like a spinning back fist or something, we mostly seen all the crazy stuff has happened before, So I mean, even in training and sparring, we try crazy stuff. And so it's way easier once I start to understand that, and I matured to that stage, where I can kind of like, take a step back and not let things take too much emotion. Now I feel like I graduated, and now I'm ready. I'm at a better place, and I'm ready to test that against Lupita on Saturday.
Yeah, I think when you took this fight, some people were questioning, was it too quick of a turnaround, all that type of stuff. Here right now, I'm sure you're very confident in the decision to take this fight when you did.
I mean, a lot of people really thought I had big injuries after my last fight. I mean, to be honest, there was nothing that much. I mean, I had a small cut and I have two black eyes, but there wasn't no fractures or ligaments or ruptures. It was just a fist fight, and thank God I came out. I came out healthy in a way. I didn't have anything major, so I took a full month off, let my body fully heal, just relax, and I've been working since. So when they called me for this fight, I just called coach and he said, "Hey man, you've been looking good, and why wait? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like that experience from my last fight. If I wait too long, I'm kind of will not forget, but kind of like get my feet too dry, you know. So I just wanted to, stay active, and if I'm feeling good in the gym and wrestling, sparring, and things are moving forward. So we did adjustments. Definitely, we did adjustments, and I'm feeling great.
Yeah. What did you tell yourself, I guess, mentally after that fight? Because we talked so many times, so many interviews where I know, you didn't care about the title. You just wanted to fight whoever, and you knew the opportunity would come your way when the timing was right. And it did, and obviously didn't go the way you wanted it to. So what do you shift the focus to now? Like, how do you adjust your mindset as far as how you take yourself forward to get back to where you want to be?
I mean, to me, it comes down to like if you fall down, if why stay down? That's it would be the easiest thing to give up and say like, oh, this is not for me, or just keep going. But to be honest, I'm very hungry, and I just want to show with example, and mainly to my kids, to my family, to the people that love me. But at the end of the day, this is a worldwide sport or business, whatever you want to call it. That you know you can inspire a lot of people by just showing it like you can come back, you can make adjustments in life, you can like get up and get it done, and that's what I'm doing right now. Like, why staying down when that's the easiest option? Just let things go. I mean, I'm not made for that, and I'm looking forward to show what I can do.
Yeah, I'm sure, getting it done this time around too will just make it that much more satisfying, right? And just adds to the story.
I mean, it will add up, and I'm not done. I'm 31 years old. I'm hungry. I'm healthy, and I really want to be a world champion. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna keep giving it a go, and I'm still number 4 in the world. So why not?
Yeah, and to beat a former champion in Davison, that would obviously be huge for you. He's looked pretty good since moving up. What have you kind of learned about him over this camp, and what do you think about him a few days out now?
He's a great fighter. He seems like he punches hard. Seems a strong guy, but he's been using a lot of his jiu-jitsu and wrestling later. So maybe he feel that the power and size difference is too much. I don't know, but he took to the ground the last 2 opponents. So we will see what he brings to the table. But I just feel like I'm gonna make an example of him, and I'm gonna send him back.
And send him back to flyweight, you think? What are you
Yes.
thinking is at stake here? I mean, Corey is number 2, you're number 10. We have the title fight set for September with Sean O'Malley and Marab. Do you feel if you win this fight, you will be fighting for the title next?
When Sean O'Malley fighting with Corey, not with Corey, with Piotr Jan, no one complained. No one said, don't say, hey, why number 10 fighting with number 1? I think he was number 1. Piotr Jan was number 1. And no one complained. But when they give me good opportunity, everyone beginning cry. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you win, you could definitely deserve it. Sean was number, I think, 11 when he beat Peter Yan, and then he got the title shot after too.
Same situation. I hope I will fight next, inshallah. I will fight. I think they said I will fight. Who will win? He will fight.
Okay, UFC told you that.
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Sean O'Malley said in an interview he didn't think you were going to make it to the fight and that you would pull out, but here you are. Does that show that he's wrong, but maybe he's saying some bad things about you?
I think it's what about they pray. They hope I will pull out and will not take this opportunity to fight for the title. They wish this.
Who do you think wins between Sean and Marab?
For me, it doesn't matter, but it's very hard fight for both. One wrestling guy, different striker, high. He's tall, and stylistically, very For me, for me personality, it's very difficult to say who gonna win. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you feel like a fight between you and Sean would be the biggest though? I know he has said in interviews before, like he does think he'll fight you one day, and it would be like the new age version of Conor versus Habib. You know, the undefeated fighter. He's the
I
big
think
personality.
never. Sorry. It's never gonna be close like Habib and Conor because they have personality hates. They talk about he talk bad about religion, MLA, everything. Father, it's I don't know how he. I don't see. I see him personality. Sean, I think he's not too dirty person to talk about bad my family or my religion.
Mhm.
But if we will fight, it's like Irish versus Dagestani
Yeah.
again. It's gonna be interesting, but I think it's not gonna be same.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to be part of something that personal, right? There was a lot of hate in that fight.
Yes, I don't have a lot of hates. I don't worry about this man, and I just wanna beat him. I just wanna take his belt. But for personality, I don't know about him nothing.